All right, the Emmy-winning talk show, The Doctors, comes to CBS 2, and we are joined by the show's host, Dr. Travis Stork. He walked in, all slender.
Good morning. Glad to have you on CBS 2.
We're really excited to be here.
Well, speaking of your show, today you're going to have a subject, a woman who's battling something quite interesting. She's a Southern California woman. Let's take a look.
I've been biting my nails since I was 2 years old. I'm 54 now and I've never stopped. It consumes me. Usually I have 10 fake nails on. Pressed, blue, filed. I'm pretty good about not biting my nails at work, but once I'm in the car, I immediately chew all of them off. Chew my regular fingernails the most, and I don't stop until it's all gone. I really feel like a freak. I mean, who does that?
Okay, so what is causing that?
Well, one of the things we love to do on The Doctors is take a relatable topic that someone out in the world may be dealing with and showing people that this can truly become such a problem that it can take over your life. In Lisa's case here, the fingernail biting, obviously a reflection of other anxiety going on in her life, but it was sitting next to her, I felt so much sympathy and empathy because literally this runs her life. And it's remarkable when you talk to someone and a behavior like that, which seems so innocuous, can truly dominate work, personal relationships. And so on the show today, we give her some insight and also, as we love to do on The Doctors, some hope.
Yeah.
And I always tell people, anyone watching now, that if you're dealing with something and it's taken over your life, talk about it. Because you're never alone. There are always other people going through similar circumstances.
And they're embarrassed by that too. I mean, it's one of my best friends does that, and it embarrasses him. So you know, you got to.
And most things, what we've learned in 9 years now on The Doctors, also as a personal physician, when things embarrass folks, they tend to hide it, and the more you hide it, the bigger it becomes.
So I'm interested in your new book because all of us middle-aged guys have an issue with belly fat. So
women too.
I guess so. Okay, all right.
Belly fat.
Yeah. So there's your new book, which is Lose Your Belly Diet.
Change your gut, change your life.
All right. So what are key? I'll still buy your book if you give me some pointers right
now.
Well,
the biggest misconception is that it's all about what you eat in terms of calories in, calories out, and we've taught people that for a long time. But so much new research out there about how the bacteria that live and reside in your gut play a massive role in how much you weigh, how healthy you are, how strong your immune system is, even your risk of getting asthma or allergies. And for so long as doctors, we've taught people bacteria, they're so bad for you. But lean people have 70% more gut bacteria. And we have 100 trillion, I call them our little buddies. Yeah, and they hang out up to 6 pounds in weight, doing all these little tasks inside of our guts every day. And we've ignored them, and we live in a society where we overuse antibacterial soap, we overuse antibiotics. In other words, we always want to destroy these bacteria. So the book teaches people a new way of eating, increasing probiotics, but also increasing foods that will supplement these good bacteria. And what's crazy is in all the new studies out there, if you do this, you lose weight, you lose also a lot of that, you can lose a lot of that bloat.
Yep, it's
that,
so
that
true.
is not only uncomfortable, but it's one of the major reasons people can't fit into their jeans because of that bloat, not just weight.
Okay, all right.
All right, you also are having four-time NBA champ John Sally back on your show.
I love John Sally.
He's so cool.
He calls it like he sees him. And you know what's great about John? When he was 27, he says he ate the modern American diet. He's changed his ways, really focusing on good, healthy foods, has his own garden. And John is one of the healthiest guys you'll meet. And he comes back on as a co-host on the show. I'm sure John will come on our show quite a bit now because he is truly one of those health advocates. And we need more people like him. Look, 4-time NBA champion, but his goal and passion in life now is to teach people how to be healthy.
And before we let you go, we want to talk March Madness because you're a big hoops guy.
Love March Madness.
I thought you were going to tell me don't watch March Madness because then you're going to be a couch potato and you're going to get more belly fat.
Heck,
you know, how that was going to tie in, it wasn't.
I wondered how that was going to tie in.
Well, you can watch it stand up, but what I love about March Madness is, to me, I'm a big hoops guy. Went to Duke University undergrad, so obviously I've been a fan of the tournament since I went to college. But even over at the studio where we tape The Doctors, the games will all be on backstage. So in between segments, I'm back there. Okay, what games are tight? It's so fun, and
Did you put your bracket out?
My
in public?
bracket is out.
So
It's
so
not
people
in
can-
public, but I have
Oh, put it on Twitter or something so
Okay,
people can
I
see
will.
Yeah,
what
we wanna
you.
see it.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
want to see who you pick.
Duke UNC in the final. That's my
Okay.
prediction.
Duke, UNC. I had to take
Those are
UCLA
good.
the whole way. I knew that's not.
They
but
may
I
win.
had to.
They may win. They
Duke
got
was one of
talent.
Duke was definitely one of my picks.
We
Yeah.
want you to know, everybody, you can watch The Doctors today. It is today at 2 o'clock right here on CBS 2. And speaking of March Madness, that coverage right here starts tomorrow. The Doctors will then return weekdays at 2 starting Monday.
Yeah, congratulations.
You don't mind getting interrupted for the tournament? Oh, of course.
Absolutely
Absolutely
not.
not.
We'll be back Monday.
Good to see you. Good to have you on the show.
Thank you so much for having me on.